Senator's apartment. Nice neighborhood. High security, though. He's already got the paintings hung, so our cameras are online and transmitting. You can tap the feed from the roof of the building. Sorry we couldn't do better. Get into his hidden vault, take the gold, and leave a little coke there to finish the frame job. We can only get access to the vault with a password, though, so find me some of his gadgets and I'll do the rest. Good luck.
So this is day 3 of the Framing Frame heist. This one is arguably the hardest of them all because it is still 5 guards, but they're all walking around, they're all mobile, there's lots of cameras everywhere, everything is quite randomized, and there's many objectives you need to complete inside this senator's house. So to start out, I'm going to be using the same loadout, the CAR 4 cross-kill pistol that's silenced, the 2-piece suit, and an ECM jammer in case things get sticky. So, aside from that, this mission, there is an asset you can buy, the bag shortcut, which is placed on the roof of the entire building, and when you throw a bag into there, it lands down on the bottom floor, right outside the bedroom, so if the vault is inside the bedroom later on in the mission, it can be a little bit handy. For the most part, by the time you get the vault open, all the guards should be dead or disabled, so you don't really need it, but it's a little bit handy if you're trying to do the mission quicker, or if you don't have, anyone playing with you, it's a little bit handy. So, let's start day 3.
This place is crawling with guards. You need to grab anything technological of his that isn't nailed down. Mobile phones, laptops, hard drives. Slip in and find the vault. Get to the roof with the gadgets and bang. We're gold. Literally. So, the plan is, go in. Get me the following objects. When you have them, we'll connect them to our station on the roof. We need his phone, his tablet, his laptop, and 2 external hard drives.
So, for day 3, one of the most important things about this is when you start, you have a camera feed. Yes, Bane, that's exactly what I'm saying. Anyway, you have a camera feed to all of the paintings which you stole in the first mission. So in this case, if you stole a lot of paintings, it is really helpful. So that's why on the first day of the job you want to get as many as possible, as many as there are there, because it helps you with this mission a ton. So the first thing you want to do is flip through all of the cameras and look around for guards. You can also zoom in and out with the W and S keys, so usually zooming out all the way is handy because you get a larger field of view, so you can see them better. And there's another one right around there, but I can't quite spot them. Also, when you're viewing through the cameras, you can spot gadgets and such. So, for example, right down there at the bottom of the screen, you can barely see it, but there's a cell phone on the computer desk. So, that's a little bit handy. The first thing you need to do in the mission, as Bane said, is find 5 items throughout his house, and then bring them back up to the roof. But in my case, I'm going to disable all the guards first, because that makes it easier. Which, once you've disabled all the guards, this is not a definite win. There is a little bit of sketchy stuff later on in the mission which you can screw up easily if you're not paying attention, but for the most part we should be safe. So the first thing to do is there are 3 doors on the roof. 2 of them you can always lockpick. One of them might have a camera faced toward it, so it's a little bit difficult, but for the most part I'm going to get that one, which is the first. One over here, which is the second, which this one sometimes can have a camera. Is there? No. Good. We're safe. And then I'm going to get the third. Usually near the starting of the mission, a guard will either spawn or walk up to the roof very shortly. Sometimes 2 might, which if there are 2, just keep your eyes out. It could cause a problem if you have one surrendered on the roof already, which my strategy is getting the first one on the roof to surrender and then going floor by floor and just clearing out the place as quickly as possible, occasionally heading back up to the roof to check the cameras if I lose track of the guards. So currently I have track of no guards, which is bad, but I am on the roof, so the roof is for the most part a safe area of the map. So if you're on the roof, generally there isn't a problem, assuming you've taken out maybe 1 or 2 guards. So, let's check. I'm going to slip into here really quick. And no guard down there. Nothing around here. I'm going to head back to the camera feed. You always want to keep an eye on the guards, so if you're playing this multiplayer, usually have one person operating the camera feed. It is a lot helpful, a lot of help because they can spot devices or guards, whichever of the 2. And it's just a little bit handy, but in my case, let's head over to the camera feed and check where all the guards are. So for the most part, the camera paintings are actually a little bit randomized, so if you can't see the guards, it probably means they're somewhere. You just have to find them because the paintings don't actually cover a lot of ground, and also it depends once again on how many paintings you got. So there seems to be only one that I can spot, which is not an optimal scenario because there's 5 guys around here. Let's get back over to the roof and see who's over there. Oh, is he on the roof? Oh, that's perfect. Alright. This is a little bit risky because now he's looking at me. See if we can sneak down here. And then get ready for running at him and telling him to get down. 3, 2, 1. Get down, 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 get down. There we go. Perfect. Whew. Okay, that was a little bit close. I was way too far away when I was yelling at him, but since I have maxed out intimidation distance, it helps a lot. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh, man, that was close. If I would have been there for a millisecond longer, that guard would have shot. Alright. That is the second one going up to the roof. I should be safe now. I'm not entirely sure if the mapping just allows them to go up to the roof at any time, you know, any guard. But anyway, I'm a little bit scramble-brained. I have to make sure that I'm focusing on this. So, let's bring them back up to up there. The best place to hide bodies is usually way up here, behind the stairwell. But for the most part, it doesn't really matter as long as they're on the roof. Alright, so using the cameras, I was able to spot 2 guards. Usually, as I mentioned before, you want to go floor by floor, so start at the top floor, in this case the roof, and then work your way down. If guards are in stairwells, it's usually an easy thing to get them, you know, especially if they're walking through them. So, for the most part, you just want to look around. Be very, very careful about cameras, though, because cameras can really mess you up here, and there's usually lots of them on this mission, so I would say be warned about it. But for the most part, I don't see anyone over here. Let's sneak in. Oh, there's someone. Let's sneak into his office. There's a camera right there. Also, side note, do not destroy any cameras until all the guards are taken out. That goes for pretty much all of the missions. Yes, Bane, that is his phone. Anyway, do not destroy any of the cameras until you have taken out all the guards. That goes for pretty much all the missions, because if a guard sees a broken camera, they'll phone it in, and then you're screwed. So, there's another guard. Okay, this is where the mission gets sketchy. This, third day definitely has a lot of very, very potentially bad situations in it. So whenever you're going for a kill, make sure you have intel on where all the guards are. There are currently 3 guards left in this place. Alright. I should be good. Should be good. Should be good. And we're gonna go for the kill. Alright, nobody's noticed. No cameras have gone off. Answer the pager. As soon as you kill a guard, get him out of there right away. Because if he sticks around, you know, just standing here dead on the floor, it's a really bad idea. Okay. Bag him up, and then bring him to the top floor. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick flip through of all the cameras once again, just to check for guards, because whenever you have them spotted, it's always helpful. I don't see any, which is bad. But I have a good idea of where they might be. So, once you learn the map especially, it helps because you'll learn where the cameras cover and where the guards can be when you can't find them. So, it's a little bit of a help. The map's design overall is kind of simple. It's just got some stuff on each of the 3 floors, you know, roof, middle, and bottom floors. So, for the most part, it doesn't take too much memorization. There's a camera. Oop. That was a little bit close. Okay, let's head back down through the main one over there. Did I see a guard go by? I'm pretty sure I saw a guard go by. Let's check. Was that a guard? Yes, it was a guard. There we go. Headshot. Alright. That was kind of risky because there could have been a camera anywhere around here. Okay. Here comes the very important part, which is taking out the final guard on the map. There are no other guards on the map once you've taken out these 5. There's no security guard, nothing like that. So, you are you know, free to fire unsilenced weapons, you know, do whatever you want. But for the most part, you want to be very careful in taking out all the guards and then getting all the cameras once you've finished with that, because the cameras can still mess you up as usual. So we're going to head back up to the roof and check on the cameras in the paintings once again. Alright, there he is. So where is that? That is on the bottom floor, so this should be the last kill before we are home free, but not entirely, because as I've said, there's some pretty crazy stuff later on in the mission, which, especially on single player, you'd think would be impossible, but I've actually done some of it before. So, here he is, the last guard. I'm going to place down an ECM jammer in case there is a camera, because I'm not sure, but here we go. Kill him, kill him. There we go. Perfect. Any camera around here? No? Alright. And so the pager, bring them upstairs, and now you want to destroy all the cameras you see. Also, if you see these doors around the place, those are server room doors. Don't open them, there's nothing good in them. They're only there in case you mess up the mission and you have to go loud, which, once again, I do not recommend, because especially the third day, this heist in particular, the third day, is nigh impossible if you get spotted, because there is just so many guards in such a small area. Really hard. So many SWAT team, everything. Just police, all the kinds. So, now we go on a camera hunt. And we also look for all the devices. Once again, you need to find 2 external hard drives, laptop and tablet and phone. They can be almost anywhere. They're very randomized, and sometimes it's really hard to find them. There's a keycard. Keycards are also useless unless you've gone loud, so don't worry about them. But yeah, now comes the hunt, which is kind of long, so I'm gonna probably cut this part, or speed it up. Actually, speed up would be more cool. Do that. Alright, so there is the last item, right there. Man, that took way longer than I thought. Yes, it is. Whew, yeah, that's the one thing about this part. It can sometimes take forever, but the one thing to remember is there are always 5 items, so the game will never screw you over. But anyway, we have all 5 items, so you set them up at the roof, and here we go. Pop the computer down, place the hard drives, place the phone, and place the iPad, or tablet, which is obviously an iPad. Okay.
All right now, I have access. Hold on a sec. Okay, we're gold. I think I got everything we need. You should be able to access his desktop computer now. It's located in his office.
So what goes on here is you first need to access his computer, and then you need to go on one more hunt, but it's a lot easier of one. You need to find the hidden vault, which the hidden vault is always behind a bookcase, and if I'm not mistaken, there's 3 possible locations?
Good. Okay, you can open the vault now. I've turned on the vault's camera feed as well.
Oh yeah, you also have the camera feed to the vault if you need to look inside of it. But, let's check this bookshelf. There are 3 locations, I believe. The first one is here, and it's not there. The second one is downstairs inside of his bedroom, as I mentioned earlier. Right here. Let's check if it's it. Open her up. And it is. So cool, there's the vault. The third location, in case you're wondering, just for reference, is in here in the main lobby, right behind this bookshelf. So, not much. But that one is probably the furthest away from the keyboard, which is very important in this next step. Actually, the step after this one. The bonus step, if you may.
Now, let's frame this guy. Get up on the roof, and our guy will throw you the coke.
So what you need to do here is drop a bunch of coke inside of his vault. Pretty much exactly what it sounds like. And in my case, since I did buy the bag shortcut asset, this little thing right here, I am able to drop bags into, and they will land right outside the bedroom, which is perfect. So, give me the coke. Oh, I didn't catch that one in midair. Come on. I want to catch it in midair. Oh, nope, missed it. Come on. So, real quick, this is the last bag, but for reference, this is where the bag chute ends up. It's right down here, outside of his bedroom there. So, I'm going to drop this last one in, and then we get to the optional part, which is awesome.
The escape is ready for you, unless you want to stick around and clean out the vault. Either way, the vehicle's waiting. If you want to go for more, use his desktop PC. It should open the vault up for you.
So right here, you can use his desktop, and for reference, what that does is, right there, this is the inside camera of the vault, with gold everywhere. So, I'm going to steal all of that. First thing to do is hold this and start the override. It should pop the vault right open, and if you have someone downstairs, they'll see it right away. It'll just open before their eyes, which is perfect.
Alright, vault is popped, but watch out for those lasers. They connect directly to the alarm. We have to shut them off. Use his computer again, be careful. They only go down for a small amount of time.
So, this is one of the more interesting parts of the mission. This is the part where you can really mess up if you're not careful, even with single player or multiplayer, it doesn't matter. What you need to do is hold this to start the override, and when you start the override, it takes down the lasers for a short amount of time, and then they'll go back up. Before they go back up, they'll make a noise, which I will show you in just a second, but for the most part, be careful about it. If you're playing single player, only run down and grab one bag at a time usually. Any more than that is really risky, but this should be possible. As you can hear, there's the noise, and they're back on. So this should be possible without too much trouble. So we're going to, first thing you want to do is find the quickest route to get downstairs, which for me is down here, and through here, and into there. Alright, that's a little bit of a long run, but I'm going to try it anyway. Alright, so here we are. Start the override, and then run downstairs as quickly as possible and grab the bag. Although, in this case, for the first one, I'm just going to run downstairs and see how long it stays on, so that I'll have a point of reference, because even though I recommend you only grab one, you might be able to get two. I doubt three, but yeah, let's just check. So, alright, so I have a couple of seconds. I could grab two, possibly just slide one out of the vault, but I'm going to go for one. And this part is going to be a little bit long, so I guess I'll go ahead and speed it up a bit. Whew, that's a close one. Really quickly, if you do actually have the lasers re-enable while you're inside the vault, and nobody else can get it for you, you're trapped. That's pretty much it. You're trapped. So this is a really, really stressful part, and especially if it's a little bit of a long ways, so you always want to make sure that you're standing as far away from as possible from the keyboard when you start, and that you have the quickest route possible to get downstairs, and also don't use up all your sprint, you know, running back upstairs, because otherwise your guy may stop, which is very, very bad. So let's grab the second bag. Also, always pick up... Ooh, that's close, sorry. Always pick out a bag before you start running downstairs, so you'll know exactly where to turn, which if you need to check that, you can just go into the camera upstairs and see. So back to speeding up. Okay, so that is all the bags of gold out of there. I literally thought I was going to have to replay the mission because I messed up, like, almost messed up once or twice. But wow, that is all the bags of gold out of the vault. In case you're wondering, perks such as Sprinter and Shinobi can help with this a lot. And then especially that one at the top right of the Ghost skill tree that allows you to sprint in any direction. I don't even remember what it's called. But anyway, now we have to haul all the gold back upstairs, which is very, very slow, especially depending on where the vault can be. So I'm going to completely cut this because, once again, it is boring and unnecessary. But yeah, I will see you guys on the roof. Alright, so this is the 8th bag. That's how many I got out of the vault. It is randomized once again. But that is it. That is Framing Frame Stealth front to back on Overkill difficulty alone. That was kind of difficult and really stressful, but I'm going to go ahead and escape for you guys really quick so that you can see how much money you get. In this case, this is not a pro job, by the way, so it's a little bit higher if you're doing a pro job, but once again, pro job is, you know, you fail one mission and you have to reset the whole thing, so it's a little bit more difficult. But anyway, spending cash is 1 million and the offshore account gets 4 million, so that is a lot. So, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial / playthrough sort of thing. Stay tuned for more heists in the future, and I will see you guys next time on the AVCast. I just did an overkill heist by myself, and all you give me is an extended mag, really? That's just low. That's just low.